Hello, I am going to show you how to edit your practitioner page on Stillpoint. So if you are not listed here, then obviously you can't edit your page, and I urge you to be a part of the website. I think there are a lot of great benefits, and these benefits certainly accrue the more people who join the association. So obviously if you go to the practitioners page where I am, you will see this login. I'm going to log in here. And I know I'm logged in my case, because I get this extra icon on every page. You will get it only on the pages that you're an author of. So for example, if I go to June's page, I can see that there's actually not much here right now. I'm just going to use this as a demo, and basically by clicking on the edit icon, it's going to open this page. And sorry, I had this clicked, so this is the way it should be, show hide. If you know HTML, then you can just paste over this or edit that. This is what we call the WYSIWYG editor. WYSIWYG means what you see is what you get. So essentially these work a lot like Microsoft Word. You can hover over these icons and they tell you what they do. There are a couple of special ones here. Notice this actually is a paste from Word. And so if you had a Word document ready to go, you could copy it from Word, and then you'd click on this and you'd paste your material here. And what it's supposed to do is remove a lot of the unnecessary coding from Word. This does something similar, but it just pastes as pure plain text. So you can get creative here, but we also recommend that you stay within the styles. If you click on these, you'll notice over here this changed to a heading 3. So these are all the basic styles. A general paragraph, a div is a divider. It's a little more complex. Typically you'll use, we only use the headings, and there may be a couple more down here that are useful, like a block quote will inset a testimonial, for example. Some of the other basics, obviously you'll want to know, how do I add a link? And that's really just a matter of going over a word, for example, session, and you could link this to anything. If you click on this icon, it opens up this dialog box. And pardon me, I clicked on the wrong icon. This is the insert edit link. This is actually if you want to link to a document or a PDF, for example. So here I open this link, and here I can, if I know the URL, I can just copy this. For example, if I had copied, google.com, and obviously that would take me to the Google homepage, and I didn't have this ready to copy, but it would actually looked like this. If you want to link to another menu item on the site, basically everything is in the main menu. There's some of the contact info. There's also more in the top menu, and there's also obviously the practitioners menu. So you can paste your link, and then this would appear as a link. You also notice on parts of the site that there are pop-up or tooltips. Let's see, I know Susan must have some. And here we go. If you want to define one of these, they're located in the glossary. So you would talk to the website master, which would probably be Gary, or he may refer the request to me. But essentially we can add a definition to the glossary so that it automatically appears in any word. In this case, acupressure, acupuncture are going to have these definitions. And clearly there are many people out there who have no idea what some of these modalities are and don't necessarily want to go to another page and have to click and wait for a page to download when they can simply just hover over these words and get a quick definition of what they might expect. So back to the practitioners, where I am editing June's page. So once again, do keep to this format of services, session, hours, training, etc. It will provide a much better reading experience with the consistency across most of the site. So here you would, of course, add your specific content to these areas, schedule, and so on. And there are some other options. Besides just editing this page, which is essentially your brochure, you can also edit this page, the sidebar, which is actually here, and you could add a picture to this, for example. And I didn't discuss that, but a picture is simply done by hovering over the Insert Edit Image. First, pardon me, let's say you wanted to put that picture below the session. I typically add a space, maneuver my cursor there, then I'll go to Insert Edit Image, and let me move this over. So you can even paste an image directly from the internet if you know this path, which is often a right click. If you have images already uploaded, then, for example, I don't see June here. I would probably create a folder for her under Practitioners, and then I'm going to upload an image. So let's go ahead and do that. Make sure I've got that selected. I'm going to add a new folder. In this case, it's going to be June _ Carver _ Drennan, and OK. And then if I went in there, now I could upload a file. You see that little icon right there. So if you hover on these icons, you get the message. Let's say I want to upload an image, and I'll go and I'm going to add it. And I actually downloaded one off the internet, and it was already resized as well. So now I'm going to upload that. And now I'm done. I can close this. And if you click on this, you should get a little rendering of the image. It also tells you the size. Keep in mind that 72 equals an inch, so that just gives you an idea of how big your image could be. I'm just going to insert this one for now, and also notice I'm going to watch this little area here. If I want this on the left, I'm going to say align on the left, and notice how the text wrapped around it. Now I don't want that text right up next to it, so what I can do is I can make it, for example, 10, and now this is set to equal, so it put 10 on everything. Now if you're particular about this, and I am sometimes, I don't want that there, and I don't want that much there. And you could put a border if you wanted by selecting this and say make it 1. I'm going to make it a solid border, and it's black. And let's just experiment with that. And ta-da! There it is. And if you don't like this return, obviously, then just delete it and your text comes back right back up. This other text is wrapped around it, and that can be an issue sometimes. It's probably easier just to put in some extra returns. You can play around with it. So I'm just going to save this temporarily, and then I'll come back and delete that image. So, and you can see there it is. Now, that's not exactly what we wanted, but it will suffice for this tutorial. So I click on that image. By the way, you can also just click these boxes, hold down your Shift key, and you can resize it proportionally. And now she's much smaller. Perhaps you even want to go there just to get the idea. So that's basically it in a nutshell. If you're looking for a special character, you'll find it over here, and you can click on that and then, for example, add a copyright and so on. All right, I hope you will join the practitioner list. And one other thing I just want to show you real quick is that we have used a standard contact, and that's not showing. So I'm going to go back here and just show you that if I click on email June, so you get this web form. Now you can edit all of this information, which if you go here and click on the editor icon, then this is where you would do that. Now you don't want to touch this because this is actually what loads your form, and we had to standardize this for all practitioners. I suppose if you don't want it, then you could certainly put in an email, and that would just simply be another link, which you would just say, for example, email me. There has to be some text, and then once I highlight it, I can go here, that insert edit icon, and notice up here we have email and browse the internet. So in this case, you'd choose email, and you'd put, whatever, mobile me or something at whatever your address is. And you could CC another one, or blind CC, and then you could even add a subject, which would probably be Stillpoint website inquiry, for example, just so you know where it came from. Of course, they could change that if they want to, but a lot of people won't. All right, I think I'm going to conclude this general tutorial with that, and of course cancel. All right, thank you for your time.